keep Nevadans safe against COVID-19.
Governor Steve Sisolak broke down phase 1 of his roadmap to recovery tonight.
We'll begin opening back some outdoor spaces and small businesses under extremely aggressive social distancing measures. In other words, non-essential businesses, with some exceptions, may voluntarily reopen under restrictions.
John and Pilar Fish of John Fish Jewelers excited about the announcement after weeks of no income coming in.
It gives us a lot of hope because, without the money coming in, we can't function as a jewelry store and a family. So it's good news, actually.
And some outdoor spaces like golf courses can also open under these guidelines. What about our biggest industry?
Here's what I can tell you today. Gaming will not be opening at the start of phase 1.
The state will also consider gradually reopening dine-in restaurants and personal care services. Under the new rules, it does not look like Tracy Mays will be able to open his barbershop in phase 1.
It's kind of a struggle because they can't touch no one to make money. So I often think about them.
But he says he understands the decision.
I don't want to jump the gun and, we lose more people at a rapid pace because we didn't do it right.
What else is not reopening in phase 1? Bars, nightclubs, malls, and large places of worship, and no sporting events or concerts.
But due to the density and risk, we will be unable to do so in phase 1.
Phase 1 is expected to last at least 2 weeks. Counties will help determine the timeline.
If we find people who have been tested positive, we're going to have a tracing component too, so we'll be able to track them down and try to find out who else they've met with. So we're going to really try to get on top of this.
Night with more.
Well, it's not much, but through the eyes of a lot of Nevada business owners, being able to do just even a little extra business is way better than phase 0.
It's a little surreal.
Boutique owner Nieve Melandris says she was caught a little off guard last night, not really expecting Governor Sisolak to say something like this.
We must now chart a responsible path forward that will get Nevadans back to work under a new normal.
We've been doing our online the whole time, and so I've just been working on developing that. Opening up and giving people the option to not do shipping, but actually just come and pick it up curbside was actually really exciting.
Thank you, Jesus.
And across town, Terry Vanetti, who's owned Alfredo's jewelry store for 26 years, was all smiles behind her mask about the governor's return to a new normal. And she says she gets it.
And I know he's under so much pressure.
But she says she's also under pressure to survive and relieved to see so many longtime customers like Waldy Georges.
It feels great. We need to go back to normal. We need to open our businesses up. I understand you can't open all the businesses, but there's a lot of businesses that could open right now.
And I didn't even put anything out there on social media that we were going to open. It just happened.
And as a cancer survivor with a compromised immune system, Terry says she, of all people, will be following the social distancing guidelines.
And we are not endangering anybody's lives. We are following all the guidelines from the CDC. So social distancing, hand sanitizer, face masks.
NHL is eyeing opening team facilities sometime between mid-May and the end of May, and that means that the Golden Knights possibly back to working out at City National Arena this coming month. The NHL has been on pause since March 12th and has 189 regular season games remaining if they choose to play all of those games. Well, folks, it's pick 4 of our introduction to the Las Vegas Raiders 2020 draft class. Today, the silver and black player with the best sounding name with the correct spelling. Yeah, I'm talking about Bryan Edwards. The big physical receiver out of South Cackalack. Amber Dixon has the story.
You're the all-time leading receiver at South Carolina, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You're going to work on not running into everybody every time you catch the ball, right?
Yes, sir.
Known for breaking and shedding tackles, the Raiders drafted big bad Bryan Edwards in the 3rd round with the 81st overall pick.
It's just the mindset that I play with. I won't let one person tackle me and, just trying to
get as many yards as I can with the ball in my hand and try to score every time I touch the ball.
In 4 seasons at the University of South Carolina, the 6'3", 215 is how Raiders general manager Mike Mayock plans to use him.
We think Bryan Edwards is an outstanding X, meaning he's that big, physical, tough, fast wide receiver on the opposite.
Henry Ruggs has the speed and will be used out in space. The versatile slot receiver / quarterback Lynn Bowden will actually be used as a running back, and Edwards, with his sure hands and a smile to match his size, will be used for, quote, big body throws. Brian?
I like that. Good work, Amber. All right, now on the heels of the iHeartRadio virtual concert that was seen right here on News 3, I give you Di Richards, the man with golden pipes from the Tenors of Rock, and Olivia Nicole, a graceful dancer who's with X Country, 2 Caesars Entertainment performers that are out here really trying to make the best of the coronavirus closures.
It's slightly different for us as we're majoritively from the UK. When we don't have visas, we can't file for unemployment. So we just kind of have to sit still and ride it out. So it's been tough, and everyone's kind of staying strong. We know that Vegas will bounce back.
It has been kind of nice on my body, and it's been great to just take a minute to not wear a bunch of hair and makeup and just sort of take a step back from the spotlight. But I really miss it. You know, that's our primary source of income. I miss the audience. I miss the interaction. I miss being able to entertain people and meet people from all walks of life. So, I mean, we've taken a hard hit here in Vegas.